default to anything else.
I mean, I guess you don't have any like actual platonic respect for me.
No, I do have respect for you. That's why I'm honest with you and treat you like a woman instead of like something else.
Well, I mean, I think you should ask people there to sleep with you
Courtney,
that are single.
last I checked, first of all, I didn't ask you to sleep with me. I suggested you come visit me in Los Angeles, where you would end up
All
sleeping with me.
tortures, the torture the worst.
I'm not easy to sleep with.
Okay, Courtney, I indicated to you that you should come out and visit me. And you said no because of a variety of reasons, whatever.
I have a boyfriend. Everyone knows that.
Courtney, all those answers are fine. There's nothing wrong with not doing that, okay? But there is something wrong. There's definitely something wrong with thinking there's something wrong about being honest and upfront about being a human being. So, yeah, is that delusional to think that Courtney would come out here and hang out with Eric and have fun? No, not remotely. Is it something that's going to happen? No. Is it okay that I brought it up? It's preferable. That's called treating you with respect.
That's not what I'm thinking. I'm confused about if I gave you some kind of.
At this point, having interacted with you plenty, that it's acceptable and reasonable for me to say, oh, you should come visit me in Los Angeles. The fact that I would want to sleep with you when you're here is obvious and natural. Not to be something to be mad about, something to be accepted as obvious and natural and true. And good.
I'm not mad. I'm confused about.
Why are you confused? I have a penis. I want to put it in your vagina. Is that confusing to you?
I mean, no.
Okay. I'm pretty straightforward like that. I'm not that confusing.
But wouldn't you like rationalize that that's not what I would do?
Well, Courtney, if you were here, it is what you do, because I can be pretty goddamn charming.
Okay, Eric, well.
I mean, I'm not evaluating this by thinking to myself, oh, is Courtney going to say yes or no? I'm not asking you anything. I'm saying.
No, but now you make me feel like the way I understood our like talking to you is not how it is.
But Courtney, that's the thing. You want to create an artificial world that doesn't exist, where people, when they're having intellectual conversations, because they're not currently engaged in sexualized thinking or behavior, that therefore they're not sexual beings anymore. I'm not making you an offer. I'm not requesting anything of you. I'm talking to you like a human being instead of like a child.
Okay. I'm accustomed to men misinterpreting my friendliness as interest.
I wasn't reacting to anything you said, but I wasn't assuming you had any interest or friendliness or anything. I'm assuming all women are available.
But that's not the reality.
It's strange. Luna has.
It's okay.
He's 15
It's the preferable assumption to operate.
When you were 15.
I mean, yeah.
Do you already felt like
your plan is to?
I don't have a plan. I was talking to Courtney, so I said, "Oh, but Courtney, you should come out here."
When you think about that time,
I had to learn actual like self-esteem first. I
really
have it. Really, I only had it in certain areas, and I didn't understand that.
Well, at least
myself, like every other human being, I have a fundamental.
Yeah, at 15, I had some traits.
Dignity, worth, and empowerment.
I wasn't
that I should feel free to swing around as I see fit.
At the time, I didn't have these.
And that to do so is to treat others with respect.
Talking.
I don't know. It wasn't so heavy. My inner world wasn't so.
People.
Well,
thanks for moments.
Thinking I'm attractive.
You're welcome, Courtney.
Always showing
You're pretty hot.
And saying, hello, let's play.
Yeah, goddamn room 1, boy. Eric, that was hilarious.
Thank you. I mean, when I rewatched it right now, I was pleased with it because I was struck by the fact that actually I did a perfectly good job of articulating all those points in the video. The things that she was saying, I had already answered all those points in the fucking video.
Yeah, the argument you had for hours was nothing.
I mean, everything she was saying, I had already addressed. I'd spiked it out in the video. She had nothing legitimate to complain about. And yet, complain, and attack, she did all night long.
That's funny. Well, yeah, it was really funny. I think the big gist of it was like, I'm playing around and joking with you, but I mean, if you want to, if for some reason you do, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. So that's what I got. But it was quite obvious that you were joking.
Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly joking, but it wasn't like a plan. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to ask Courtney something. It was just, I've been talking about the idea for a while with a couple people, like, let's see if I can get something to fly out here. And Courtney was on the list of possibilities, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't a plan. It's something I floated this morning.
Yeah, it wasn't like sinister. It was just like you brought it up and you're like, all right, fuck it, and you didn't care. And then she got upset and you were just like, okay, well, whatever. I don't know. I thought it was funny as shit.
Well, I mean, my point is, she could have ended that conversation real quick. After the first thing I said, like, oh, maybe you want her shirt. And she's like, no, I'm not going to come to LA. And I said, okay. Could have ended right there. But she kept wanting to hammer out exactly why I wanted her to come to LA. So much so that I finally had to say, I want to put my penis in your vagina. So
Whatever.
that's me beginning to learn stuff that most people learn. If they're ever going to learn it, they learn it when they're like 15 or 14 till mid-20s or something. If they ever learn it all, they've got it down by the time they're 20 years old, because usually people get locked into their reproductive identity, so to speak, by that point. But unusually...
What do you mean by reproductive identity?
I think some males particularly, emerge from adolescence either feeling as though they understand chicks from a directional standpoint, like, oh, these individuals in general, people in general, not just chicks, but people in general, they don't really know what they think or what they want or whatever. In a lot of circumstances, people are waiting for you to tell them, either cue them or tell them directly, or a lot of other ways in which people are looking to you for guidance as to what's okay.
Yeah.
This is commonplace in the world. And it's that element of things that allows one to be liberated if you understand it, which is almost everybody else is less right and less sure than you are about everything. And if you are cautious, then you ought to exercise your will as you see fit. But you need to be cautious. And, the Courtney reaction is an example of me being somewhat incautious.
Yeah.
Because, she is in a relationship. I may not have done anything wrong, but that's a sort of like explosive volatility that comes along with that territory of thing. Because most of the culture is powerfully insecure sexually in one way or another.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. Yeah. That was funny. I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like, yeah.
But interesting for me because I think the thing that makes it, in general, an interesting piece of media is the fact that not that I'm learning shit I should have learned a long time ago or have obviated. Like a lot of people, they go, okay, well, I'm not very successful reproductively, like in terms of getting chicks. So I'm going to really lock shit down and make sure that I have my chick, and then I'm going to really buy into the narratives of ownership that go along with relationships.
Mhm.
Because I feel as though I need to lock down what I can when I can, because, hey, are you my Facebook friend? You look like my Facebook friend.
Who, me?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't have Facebook.
Oh. You look like this guy who's my Facebook friend named Dion with an I.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, you're not him apparently.
He looks like Lorenz, I think.
He does look like Lorenz. You're right.
But
Yeah, Mom.
now I'm not really tracking what you're saying. I kind of just explain your point with the narrative. So you're saying like you get it's kind of like the alpha male thing. So you try to like get chicks and blah blah blah, and you realize like, okay, I'm not like the most attractive or like the best smooth talking dude. So I'm gonna just find one girl, give her everything, and really be possessive and
Right.
yeah.
And so that's one means of dealing with that element of thing. I think a lot of people default to. And then a lot of people never come to understand, as I probably never would have if I hadn't gotten divorced, never come to understand that that the narratives they've embraced are defensive in nature.
Mhm.
They're protecting what they perceive as their own vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
And thus they ought not guide their course as a consequence, because you cannot make decisions by protecting your vulnerabilities ever. You've got to make decisions by some other way than that. You can't make decisions for risk avoidance. That in life never works.
Yeah. If you want something, you can't pussyfoot around it, basically, what you're saying.
Right.
It's pretty simple.
Well, I mean, another way to put it is, I feel as though for my whole life, I've thought about human sexual interactions as being me looking to the female to cue me as to what she wants and what I should do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's completely backwards.
Yeah, it is.
That instead, she's looking for me to show her that I know what I want and how to come take it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a simple wrongness that completely had me turn around for forever. And so that's something one of the basic ideas that I'm starting to sort of think about, but I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm not comfortable with the narratives of puss slaying, like the SE guy, like, fuck yeah, bro. I'm not comfortable with that shit at all. And I think of those people as the enemy. It's deeply ingrained in me to think of them as the enemy. But of course, that was born of my own fear and vulnerability, primarily. So I don't know. I gotta live with it, figure it out.
No, I learned that pretty early on. My last relationship was like really me being insecure and like trying to lock down this person. I just realized like, oh shit, people are people. They're not like, I don't know, people are just independent entities. You can't freaking lock anyone down. Ever.
Everybody's
like,
replaceable.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like, holy shit. Like, I just realized that there's 7 billion people on this planet. I mean, half of them are girls. Half of them probably got,